live and put something out. I always try to stay consistent in posting because I like doing something, you know. When I don't post, it just makes me feel like it don't feel the same. Mm-hmm. Just don't feel the same. I gotta hang this jacket up. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what makes the computer go down. You have to turn it off. I mean, it ain't like you gotta hit F2 and then hit the shift key or none of that. You just, I'm still learning more about these computers. Even though I'm still learning how to try to work this thing I'm using. Everything is new and different now. I don't know what's up with this TV. Man, it's just it's a lot of people. It's called Rocco, I think. Rocco, I think. This technology is different. Yeah, man. So what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna head out, man. I just want to just come and post something. It doesn't matter to me whether if I get people to watch it or not. That's not important. What's the most important thing to me? I'm able to just post, and I'm here for my people, my Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters. And that's what's important. And I want to do more, and I'm going to do more. I just need to work on changing myself a little bit more, becoming the best that I can be for my people. When I came to YouTube and any of these Facebook and all of that, my intentions was to do things, be about action, being for my people, and hopefully before I leave the planet or leave the earth, that I can fulfill the prompt, everything that I wanted to do. And then I can look back and I can say, I can be happy about. Now, with me saying that, I'm not just saying it just to be talking out the side of my ass or out the side of my head. But what I'm saying, I really mean it. It's just that we as a man of color, a black man, just, you know what I mean, ever since we was born, it's just financially, just being able to survive financially, not being able to go to, I don't even know what it's like to even own I never in my whole 46 years of my life, I never owned $1,000. Never owned $1,000 at one time. If I had it, it had to go out probably in rent, bills or something like that. But just to say that, let me go home to my mansion. Matter of fact, I never even owned a car before. You know what I mean? And it's not that I'm deliberately want to put myself in a situation like that, but it's just funny how you, as a so-called American black man, can walk around. I don't care whether your ass mixed or not. They don't look at that. Life is harder for a man of color, and I'm here to say that for my 46 years of my life of being on this planet, not being able to prosper like you should. It's not that I'm complaining or nothing like that, because we strong, but you just stop and you just take moments to actually think about it. When you got the so-called white men, they control everything, they control the world, but they want to have the nerve to say we're racist. You see what I'm saying? We're not racist at all. I'm not racist. We're not racist. We have natural born love. We wants to have natural born love for every so-called everybody, but in the Bible, God tells us that everybody don't love you. And it's just been hard just as a black man, you know what I mean? A man of color, period, in general, I never been able to say, I don't know what it's like to say, let me go back to my big, rich mansion. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. I never owned $1,000 at day, and I'm 46 years old, and out of all of the 46 years of my life, I can relate to that. I never owned $1,000 at one time. It would be a miracle if I owned $1,000 at one time. But it's like I look at this girl by the name of Candace Owens on social. She got on a platform yesterday, and she was just sitting there degrading Mr. George Floyd, and she just making it basically look bad for. Excuse me, she's just making it basically just making it look worse and worse for us. That's why we as a black people, so-called people of color, we can never go anywhere. So I say my fathers must have went through a lot of shit, because I look at what we going through today. The work field is the working on a job, last hired and first fired. I can relate to all of that. I promise you I could. I can definitely relate to a struggle. Can you imagine waking up every day and you can afford an airplane, a ship? That would be like what? That would be like a nightmare to us. It really would, literally would. It'll be like a nightmare, man. To wake up and you can afford, can you imagine just affording anything in the world? We never woke up and said, all we know we can relate to is how much that's going to cost. Ooh, that's going to be $2,800. Ooh, Lord, I ain't got that kind of money. I definitely can relate to that. That's going to be $200. $200, man, is hard. Can you imagine how hard that is? The Europeans, they can't relate to $200. It's like $40 to them. They be like, oh, hell, that's chump change. That's like 2 pennies to them. $200. $200 to us, that's a lot of money to us. Because, see, we not used to, we barely gets that. $200 is like 2 cents to white people. It is. Because they own everything. They got it. They got everything. They don't need to. They have no reason to complain about nothing. They don't have no reason to. You don't see them making YouTube videos saying, man, it's hard for us Caucasian people. Or they make, because they own the White House. They control the world. So what is, they don't need to be saved from nothing. They don't need to sit up and like, man, I ain't never had, white kids ain't never had to struggle without having their father in their life, Most of them, as a whole, no. They don't know what it's like is to go in the store and say, tell their kids they can't afford this. They don't. Their kids don't even know what that is. That's like being poor to white folks and talking to them about being poor is just like talking to somebody. You speak. It's like speaking a certain language that they never heard of. They can't relate to that. Not even the Chinaman. They don't care. Do you think they care about the us, American black man? No, or black woman? No, they don't care about it. If they cared, they would have been and done something. A lot of our people wouldn't have got killed. But when we say something about it, we racist as hell. We hate. How we gonna hate? We don't own nothing. How we gonna hate when we don't own nothing? It's impossible for us to hate. Racist. We don't control nothing, so how we gonna be racist? But somehow we wrong for talking about it. This is not right the way the black man is being treated. This is not right the way we as a whole, as a people of color being treated. So-called black, Hispanic, and Native American. That's not right. Why your families and the white kids walk around here and have the best of the best, but we got to walk around and serve God, and well, you can't complain why they living good. You go in their neighborhood, they living real damn good. That's not fair. Let me get up out of here.